Yeah,
They
we're
are
still
all
here.
they're all here. We're all here. We're united. We are strong. We are doing great things behind the scenes. I want to reassure everyone that you guys have nothing to worry about. Look, if they're not here all day every day, best believe they are working their butts off outside of here, right? We all work 20-hour days. I sleep 4 hours a night, and all we care about is bringing value to Yakuza Inc. It's very funny and interesting. I'm seeing, and I'm not going to mention names, but I'm definitely going around seeing other projects are definitely mentioning us in a good light. We definitely did something a little bit different. They're bringing us different case use utilities and suggestions that we can use to incorporate ourselves, our DAO, our token, our game into things that they're doing. So that's something amazing, right? Like you have to think about this. Like people are acknowledging that we did something. Now, on top of that, just want to get quickly into this, and I want to address some of these concerns that I see. Like, so I see a lot of people talking about floor price. Okay, floor price, floor price. You guys, if you're talking about floor price, that means that you are waiting for an exit. And to be quite honest with you, your exit was when you got your whitelist spot, and when it hit the peak, you should have exited. I come from the NFT flipping background. That's what you should have done. You had multiple times to exit. If you're unhappy, if you don't want to be part of the project, you can leave at any time, my friend, and no one is keeping you here. But if you do decide to stay here, you have a beautiful ride. You're gonna hop on this beautiful little, 64 Cadillac that you're gonna roll with us. This is a dream that we're making real. You guys have to have some faith in that dream, right? And we have foresight, not hindsight. Excuse me. I don't ever look back and say, "Oh, I made this bad investment." Blah blah blah. Oh, I look at how can I make a good investment even better, right? So that being said, flippers, you guys should have left already. I don't know what you're doing, still sticking around. Everyone else that's buying, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm gonna provide value like I've been doing. There's so many cool things that we do here in Yakuza in the short term because I know that people are very now, 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 here, here, here. I want something done now, now, now. It's understandable. Like I'm there with you, right? And in so many different forms and values, like provided cool little outlets for you guys. I have never seen project give this much whitelist spots back to back to back to back to back on a day, right? And for cool projects too, might I add. We're not talking about some BS project. We're talking about some cool stuff. Like you guys don't understand how hard it is to get a Clay Friends whitelist. And some of you have it, right? You guys don't understand how hard it is to get a ramen whitelist. And practically 100 people in here have got it. Right? You guys don't understand that, how big Inferno is going to be in the future, right? I've made these connections with really, really important, cool people, and like they've become friends, and they've backed us up, and we backed them up, right? So capitalize on that. Make sure to enter into the giveaways. I noticed a couple other people said, "Oh, the giveaways are not long enough." Well, I specifically do it in a form of multiple giveaways that end at different time periods so that multiple time zones can get hit, right? And yeah, you won't be able to enter into all of them, but you should be there at least one of them sometime during the day if you check on the server with a 20-hour period or 24-hour period. You should essentially be able to enter one giveaway, dude. You might not be able to enter into all of them because yes, we all have jobs and everything, right? So that's one thing, right? We're gonna also keep pumping out alpha in our alpha channel. So that's another value that you get with Yakuza. Literally, I'm telling you this. I am in NFT groups where I have paid 2 ETH per year for same information that you guys get for a 10.10 ETH buy. Come on, like how is that not a discount, right? That's an amazing use that alone, right? That you get with this, plus all the additional whitelist spots. You enter into alpha groups, you don't get whitelist spots. You just get information. Over here, you get whitelist spots, information. It's like a double whammy, right? There's nothing better. Um, Anyway, putting all that good stuff aside, Oh, also, I did want to mention yesterday, I wanted to take a break on the raids because a couple people did come and complain in the general chat and say, "Hey, I'm tired of all these raids and blah blah blah." And it was like, kind of like 80-20, where 20% complained about not liking it because they didn't like the pings. Well, if you don't like the pings, you can turn off the notifications for that. um, you know, if you don't want to be a part of the raids, great. But what I've seemed to see is a lot of people do enjoy the raids, and the raids are so fun. We all get in there, we have a good time. People win whitelist spots. I introduce you guys to a new server. The server owners love it. Their people get incorporated into our fun, and vice versa. We yell out Yakuza, we rep, we show them that, hey, we come here for business. You know, we don't want whitelist spots. We demand whitelist spots. We have a good time, right? So the raids are back on today. We're gonna get some raids on again today. Um,
Let's do it.
yeah, let's freaking do it. Just have a good time again. Everyone's gonna have a good time. I just wanted to say that because I know some people were like, "Oh, how come there's no raids yesterday?" Well, people complained about it, and let's see how you feel that one day that you don't do it, right? So I'm sorry, guys. If you don't like it, turn off the notifications. But
Yeah,
otherwise, we're gonna go back to the
we're
raid.
we're about having fun here, guys. That's what
Yeah,
it's about.
we're gonna give fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna give a lot of whitelist spots. We're gonna, provide a good utility for NFT that just not only is inside of the game, not only is, from the DAO, but also in collaborations with other pieces. So that's important. I, I don't even know. I I can't even say anything. Yeah, this is the only one. And with let me just say this one more time to address the floor. NFT market, right? The correlation, direct correlation to ETH price. ETH is roaring right now, right? And we have somehow managed to still be stable. Why? Because the people that own Yakuza Inc. NFTs know that there is so much freaking value here. I am looking at, some of my friends that own their own NFT projects, and they're semi big, and I don't want to say names because I'm not trying to, put anyone under the bus, but dude, they're at half or less than half of what they minted out for. So for us to be stable within that, like, 0.95 to 0.11 area, like, that's pretty freaking good, right? Like, it's not a flip anymore, it's a hold. So if you can hold, this is for you. You will definitely make money along the way when you hold, and then you want to sell at a later point. And I'm sure Yakuza will have a very, very nice floor in the future. And this is Gen Zero. There will never be another Gen Zero. All these little pieces are going to be special. They are going to be incorporated into the Web3 game, and you guys have something awesome to look forward to, right? So stop worrying about it. If you're upset at the floor, go ahead and sell it. Get out, right? Like, oh, if you're a flipper and you have no use for this and what we provide, go ahead and leave. No one's gonna be mad at you, right? Like, should only be upset if you you stayed in here too long and you're a flipper. You should know these rules. Like, you get in and get out. That's what a flipper does. You don't stay for a week later, 2 weeks later, and then hope something crazy is gonna happen. Anyway, aside from that, the DAO, we are making freaking big moves,
Yeah,
guys.
baby. Yeah,
Big,
let's go.
big, big, big moves. We just acquired an ID. We are plotting on our fifth citizen, right?
Hmm.
Um, some of the cool points of that is we will be able to customize it with the community, right? So you guys get to have say so in how this thing will get customized, and we got to put a cool little message inside of the NFT itself, which is really, really awesome. You could put like Yakuza very long, or Yakuza demands whitelist, or something like that. Just make it something fun inside of the message. So like when other people are gonna see the actual NT citizen, they're gonna be like, "Yo, this is owned by Yakuza," and it's gonna be something cool. On top of that, we also have 365 bytes. So we got an ID. We have some bytes that we picked up from the vault, and We also at right now at this point we're yielding 17 bytes, so that's good. That's looking real healthy. We are long on Neo Tokyo guys. No matter what anyone else says, we believe in their founder. We believe in their project. I personally think it's an exclusive group that it's only for the best and brightest minds, and I think it will personally rival Bored Ape Yacht Club and a couple of the other ones, right? Like that's my personal opinions. And I'm a big believer and fan of what NT and does and Alex Becker does and all of that good stuff and Elio. So I'm still all
Also,
in
just
there.
wanted to mention this morning we got 27 ETH from OpenSea royalties back to the DAO.
Mm,
So what that actually means is like the more Yakuzas that get bought, the more that goes back into the DAO as well.
Yep,
yeah.
exactly.
So we are literally looking to compound our interest into multiple sets, and we are gonna definitely grow this DAO to become a big and beautiful thing. So I'm happy that we did what we did with the DAO, and I'm happy what we did with the OpenSea royalties because that's a nice chunk of change that just got added to the DAO, guys, for us to make big purchases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big purchases. It's not anything short. 27 ETH is a nice number. All right, what's the total looking at right now? We have a lot of purchasing power. We can dictate where we go with the direction of the DAO, and I think that we're gonna change the game. Like a lot of DAOs don't do what we do, and we're gonna definitely push it harder than we've ever pushed it before.
For sure.
Yeah. So when we get the fifth citizen, we'll probably have around 19 to 20 bytes per day, and that's gonna look really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because if you're thinking about the compounding effect, the more production of the bytes means that you're gonna be able to mint eventually, other citizens in the future, and just keep on adding on, right? Like we
Right.
set the goal at 23, and that was a vision as a goal. We honestly expected to have 3 sets at the end of this mint, and we're looking at 5 right now, maybe even
Pretty good.
6.
Right. Pretty good progress.
Double what we envisioned out
Mm-hmm.
the door. So it's freaking amazing, and I think right now NT is at a huge discount. So we're coming up big time.
For sure.
Just give me a second, let me drink this water.
Go ahead.
Okay. So moving on to the next part. We're working on the mobile game. Mobile game looks freaking amazing, like super sweet. I'm so hyped. We're probably gonna, drop a couple of teasers of like, how the animations, like, a couple of little effects and things like that. Just get people hype and check it out. They're gonna be like, oh snap, that's pretty cool. The animations look great. I'm really happy with it. I'll say this, like, I think that it's not too far off to say that one of our end goals is to have a catalog of mobile games owned by Yakuza Inc. And that for that to be a revenue stream added to our DAO, and for us to become a conglomerate in that area as well. I think that that's a very possible dream. Right now, it's just a dream, but we want to take steps towards it. We're gonna do basically kind of like a trial run, error, fix everything, and kind of like a case study with this mobile game to make it, use it, try different techniques, marketing, and try to push it to see where it could sustain and make money, and kind of make it look really good in the app store, right? And hopefully we have a lot of users downloading it, playing it. The ad revenue comes in, the in-game purchases comes in. You're gonna be able to buy skins and all that cool stuff. So many different little things, right? So we're working on that portion right now. And if things go good, we're gonna do it again very soon. If it doesn't do that great, we're gonna find and point out where the errors are, recalculate, come back better and stronger than before. This is something that we're doing with our own money, guys. So we haven't taken anything from the DAO. We haven't taken anything from you guys. This is something that we're doing out of the kindness of our hearts. So, this is just another add-on to you owning a Yakuza Inc. NFT. That you have to realize. And this is separate from the Web3 game, which all the Yakuzas will be used in. So, just to put that in perspective, these are two separate things. I'm trying to create as many cool revenue streams as I can into our DAO, into our future, and build upon that. If you ever seen a long term play, this is freaking it. It's completely, in my opinion, undervalued at 0.98, 0.10. It's undervalued for sure. And while everything else is tanking, I can see that a lot of people still believe. So I'm here to deliver, baby. Like, I'm here to make things happen. So you guys have nothing to stress about. Just roll with us. This is gonna be a smooth ride. Um, Also, we're finalizing our white paper and everything for the Web3 game. We're working on the future of Tempura. I want to make sure that everything is going to be stable with it. I refuse to give anyone a token that could just be drained. All the liquidity could just be drained right off the bat and not have stable coin that's just gonna actually be utilized correctly, right? Like, we want all the correct burning mechanisms. We want all of the actual case uses of Tempura to be implemented correctly and done well. This is not, some BS pipe dream. Like, we want to make it into a wonderful thing that will be sustainable for our community, right? Because Tempura is going to be our future into the metaverse, right? To the Yakuza verse. All right. So other than that, other than us working on the future of Tempura, there will be land coming soon. Not gonna say when. There will be weapons, little cool techniques and in-game moves coming soon. So you guys might see some sneak peeks at all that cool stuff very, very soon, right? And being an OG Yakuza holder, you guys are gonna get all those first dibs on it, right? If you're a holder of Yakuza, you're gonna get dibs on it. I'm talking to really amazing people behind the scenes, and they're interested. They want to invest into Yakuza. The future is looking brighter and brighter every day, right? And I just want you guys to know that, hey, the end goal, we're definitely gonna go for it as fast as we can, and it looks really, really good. So I'm really, really happy. Other than that, that's pretty much the stuff that I wanted to address. I'm gonna go over some of the AMA questions and see if there's anything really noticeable or popping out, and address these. Okay, when do we get the PO-op? Dude, I want to give you the PO-op right now. To be honest with you, we've contacted them hundreds of times, guys. Like, have blown up their customer service line, their email so many times. Like, I feel like I'm the guy talking about, like, is your car extended warranty, blah blah blah. Like, I feel like I'm that guy. Like, I've talked to them so many times. I've requested it so many times. I don't know what's going on in their back office, but they're not coming through. We have a certain amount right now. We're gonna try to get the remaining later. We do have the snapshot of all the names, so no one's gonna be left out. I just don't want to give 100 right now and leave 400 people out, right? Like, it sucks. But you will get it. I promise you. Like, it's a PO-op. I promise you, you will get it. There's nothing to worry about, right?
I promise you to. I'll get it as soon as possible, guys.
Yeah,
It's on me.
Isma will break his back to get it if he has to. We will fly to wherever the main office of PO-op is. Um, okay, continuing on. When P2E game, when Tempura, when Becker is shill. Becker did hook us up with the shill already, so you already got that, dude. Like, he gave us a retweet, which was a blessing, and we appreciate him. Play to earn game. I can't give you an exact date, but I want to push it out as soon as we can. Sometime this year, you should see it. And before we get to that, there's going to be subsequent counterparts and things for the short term and the long term. Play to earn game is our long term. Tempura is the long term. But in the meantime, you're going to get different, little tidbits for you. And, we're going to add value all the way there. Dude, you are not going to see Yakuza server dying down tomorrow at all, right? I'm going to add as much benefits as I can to our holders, right? All right, I'm gonna keep moving. Is there benefits for long-term holders? Those delisted incentive would be nice. Sure, it definitely will be. I don't know if you guys know, but I will be taking a snapshot soon of everyone delisted. I hinted at it a couple days ago. So yeah, snapshot. Continuing. This is my first NFT project, my first mint. Or value directly linked to the motivation. Floor, I'm gonna be honest, the whole market is dumping. We're still pretty stable. So, you know, you can look at other mints. I'm just gonna reference, for example, I personally, this is just a personal thing. I personally minted Pixelmon at 2.4 ETH. Floor is at 1.10. Um, I lost 1 ETH in that whole purchase, and I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope the best for them, but I'm not in their server saying, "Oh my god, you freaking robbed." Like I'm not there, right? But I've seen a lot of people do it, and that's over, a 50% loss in what I spent, and it's a huge number. People minted here at point 10, and it's staying right around point 10 because there's faith. We're doing things. Everything will be done. Um. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep moving on. The question is just recap about team. How you feel it's gone since this? I feel like uh everything has been going pretty good, guys. Like, this question is asking how do you feel everything has gone since the beginning. I feel it's gone really smooth, more so than ever. We promised 3 Neo Tokyo citizens. We It looks like we might have 5, 6. Um, Dow is looking good, looking strong. NT is at a nice discount right now. We're bullish still. That's not going to change. I think that that community has some of the brightest minds you'll ever see, and they're doing amazing things. We want to do amazing things. I would love to see how we could further incorporate. So yeah, I'm still bullish on it. Main security for the DAO wallet and the Discord server. Our Discord server is so freaking secure. You haven't seen one single hack yet, right? Like everyone else is getting hacked. Uh, we have set up a bunch of little fail safes in case of that. Everyone is on two-factor authentication. You're not hacking nobody in here. Please do not click on links. Please do not open any DMs from people you do not know. Turn that setting off in the settings, guys. Like, I can't stress that enough. We will try to make sure that we do not get hacked, but you yourself are very liable and in a very easy way. All right. Uh, Moving on. Certain tiers holding amount of rarity of Yakuza for whitelist giveaways. Yeah, there is actually. So, if you own 7 Yakuzas, you are considered a captain. Captains have very nice perks. Let me just say that. Some of our captains are here today. Captains and legendary Yakuza owners have better perks. Their giveaways are very nice. There's less of them. So compared to fighting for these amazing, amazing whitelist spots among 2,200 people, you're fighting amongst 20, right? Like you have a much higher chance, right? It's just the odds in the number game. And anyone on the team sell assets in the DAO, or we all need multi-sig. It's multi-sig. You guys have nothing to worry about. No one's selling anything. No one's rugging anything. Everyone here on my team is actually a real life friend of mine. So, there's nothing to worry about. No one's screwing anyone over. I'm completely confident in them. They have access to whatever they need from me. We've transacted hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of ETH back and forth, and we trust each other and we love each other, and our team is strong and we believe in each other. Okay, yeah, let me continue on. Information about the mobile game. I went over that. We get roles added to our name for whatever alpha projects we get whitelist. We do add roles right now. Currently, if you get whitelisted for some stuff, if you got whitelisted from MPC, would it be Genesis or Alpha? You got to ask FMC questions. Sneak peeks from Play to Earn mobile game. Yeah, so you guys are gonna see some cool little sneak peeks for the mobile game soon. Right. Token structure for Tempura. Yes, we're working on it. No, I can't give you the info. I just look. It has to be used in a perfect case study. We're gonna test it out before it's given to anyone, and it has to be 100% legit. I'm not going to give anyone access to Tempura and let them dump it and destroy our project and ruin everyone else's money, because it only takes, one bad apple to ruin everything. So I'm not going to let that happen, right? Um, Ideal scenario, and I've seen Yakuza for 1 to 3 years. Okay, so what I hope for in 1 to 3 years from now is that we have our mobile game catalog is booming. Our Web3 game is booming. Yakuza Inc. NFTs ETH floor is at 5 ETH in 2 to 3 years, 1, 2, 3 years. These are all things that I want to work on. I think that with subsequent sets and everything else that's going to happen, it's very, very possible. You got to have faith, and we're going to make that dream a reality, right? Like, just give us some time. Have some faith.
Yeah, everything takes time
Um,
to accomplish. And if
yeah,
you want, like, we can try to pump the project, we can try to pump the price of the mint and everything, but at a certain point, everything gonna fall back down. So it's better to have people in the Discord, people holding the NFT that are believing in the project, and also for the token that's coming up.
yeah.
Yeah, we want to attract people that believe in the vision, believe in the project, believe in the team, not short-term flippers.
If you're a short-term flipper, you should have left by now. I don't know what you're doing here.
Right.
You
You
should have
shouldn't
not.
be
Like,
here.
you had a chance to exit at point
Yeah, bro.
40, even point 50. You could have made 5x your money. If you wanted anything more, dude, you had so many opportunities to leave. Alex Becker, the God himself, retweeted us, and we had a after reveal pump. We thank him for that. And you could have left again. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Like, you had so many chances to leave. And if you're still upset and you want a paper hand, feel free to do so. I'm gonna just keep moving on though. So let me see. How many Yakuzas do you need for captain role? That's 7. I addressed that. How are you allocating the multi-sig? Surely the community needs to have some signers as well. So as far as the community adding on as signers, yes, we will definitely be opening up something very soon. We're gonna take some people in the community to apply and send in their qualifications and see if they've had any um, experience in DAOs and working with DAOs. And we want to add someone from the community to make sure that the community feels safe. We don't plan on rugging our own project whatsoever. We're heavily invested outside of this, and when we started, we poured all of our money into our project, and we got this thing going from our own pockets, guys. And we were extremely, extremely generous with our DAO, because we did 80% to our DAO. I have not seen that yet. Most DAOs are much less than that, and everything from our royalties to how we're doing it is just, we're pretty darn transparent, and we are very focused on our community to build our community up. This is not for us, this is for everyone. So that's how I feel about it. I want you guys to know that we're not doing this in a selfish way. We're doing it for our community. Is there any possible way to find another project like Yakuza? Checked. Nope, not possible. Yeah, dude, there's not many projects like us, especially because we're adding short-term value and long-term value. It's just how we do it. Can we hang on voice chat? Yes, you totally can. Should bring a Neo Tokyo OG guest weekly to talk about the Neo Tokyo project. Maybe. I got to figure out the logistics of that. That would be very interesting, though. Does the rarity of Yakuza mean anything? Yes, there will. I'm not gonna say what, but yeah, it will. There will be something. Okay, but I can't say it. Yes, there will have something to do with rarity. Previews, we're gonna show that soon. POAP is soon. When the devs do something with the floor, we did it many times. You should have exited pew pew. I love the response that Sunshine gave in the AMA. Okay, any difference in utility based on rarity? I can't tell you that, but maybe. When is the roadmap for creating real passive income? I can't technically, legal terms say that, but something, right? Something in there, right? Does rarity affect future rewards? So it would be details we already talked about. Are DMC, Arhood, and Gizmo still involved in the project? Yes, they are.
Yeah, of course, bro. Like talking about
Yeah,
them.
we are. Yeah.
They're still here. They are the math geniuses working behind the scenes, and I am the mouth that runs his mouth. Gameplay, will as we get a little bit closer, you're gonna see the gameplay. It's gonna have a very, very fun game loop. Gonna be very happy with it because it's okay. One goal that we did set out for this was when we created this, we wanted it to not be like DeFi Kingdoms where it's just one big yield farm, right? And you stake your money and then you get money, and that's not really a real game. Right? We wanted to incorporate real game mechanics for you to actually want to come back and play every day, not just collect rewards, but want to come back and play the game and collect your rewards. And that's like the ultimate mission because I don't think anyone's done it yet where they actually made a fun Web3 game that earns their native token. We want to do that. So that's our goal. Excuse me for coughing. Land and items for. Are we getting land and items for free like no Neo Tokyo? Maybe, baby. Be on the lookout very soon for something. Is it possible if someone Yakuza holders decide to buy into NTS1 to get assistant detail explanation on value? I can't speak on what NT does. You know, that's what they want to do. Sneak peek info, please, daddy. Yeah, we addressed that. Academic autonomous. When it comes to buying into other things, like this is a DAO project, so you guys ultimately do have that decision. But we did want to focus on what we think will be amazing. Ultimately, I cannot control what happens with the DAO. I can only give my best suggestions and bring forward good ideas. But we listen to our community, we listen to what you guys have to say, and we are not like some other founders that will completely turn you down. Like if most of a lot of you guys have friend requested me and talked to me personally behind the scenes, and I answer, like some of you have brought up different topics, everything from, oh, I want to start my own NFT project. How'd you do it? And I try to help and give you some insight. Like this is not some easy thing. It took a group of 5 mad geniuses to build what we did and a lot of capital. So it's not some easy thing. And we're docs. None of us are running away. We are here for the long run, right? Be careful when you're jumping into projects with undoxed people, with no real game plan. We have a real game plan, so this is real. Super Bowl ad, Manny Fresh, maybe, baby. I did notice that was one thing that came up a lot in the conversations. People said that they did want to spend DAO marketing, DAO money on marketing, and that is definitely something that we're open to. If you guys are interested in that, we can bring it up very soon. Yeah, we could spread the Yakuza name. It might not be too bad of an idea. It might be a great idea. But that's just something we gotta, talk together as a community and figure it out. All right. 2,000 income increase. Price I addressed so many times, I'm not even gonna bother with those questions anymore. Are there any other roles, for instance, for owning 2, 3, or 4? Yeah. So what I was thinking was, if you do own less than 7, potentially maybe 4. If you got to that magic number of maybe 4, I would add one more role, and those people would get certain giveaways as well. If you guys are interested in that, drop me a line in gang chat, or in the regular chat, and I'm really interested in potentially doing something like that for you guys as well. Just so we can reward those people that are also invested into Yakuza but don't necessarily have the money for 7 sets. For some of you, this is their first NFT, and I agree with that. That it's not a short amount of change. It's not a small chunk of change. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely something that we could look into. White paper, we're working on it, and we want to finalize it before we give out a solid white paper. I want everything to be in line with everything that's going to happen, as far as future mints, game, a mobile game, the Web3 game. Everything has to be like really solidified, and I am such a strategic person where unless I'm 188% sure that this is legit and it's going to work out and everything, I will not bring it to my community. I refuse it. We have these backdoor conversations, and we all come to the same agreement that we want what's best for our community, not for our wallets, right? We don't care about our wallets. Honestly, every single one of these guys here do very well outside of this, right? Like I said before, like I'm one of those people that flipped one Sol into 40 ETH plus by myself as an NFT flipper. And DMC and Arhood, they all are, and Gizmo and everyone is all financially set. They don't need this money, guys. This is a passion project more than anything. They wanted to do something that's going to be amazing and change the game. So that's that. Token, we're gonna definitely get the white paper and a couple other. We get like a subsequent mint, something along that, and those things will all be incorporated together. What do you think about ET NFTs or SF NFTs to get whitelist for Ilio imposters? Yeah. So one thing I didn't want to say though, I do encourage all of you guys because, like, Yakuza Daddy's very good on the relationship building side with different people. If you guys know of a project that you guys want to work with, I encourage you to say, hey, approach them, and if you find something before I do, and just say, hey, maybe Yakuza Inc. would be interested in doing a collaboration with you guys. Can I set you up with one of the founders, and then you contact me to show me the project? And boom, set up the meeting. We'll talk, and I'll hook you guys up with a whitelist spot from them if we get it, right? Like, hey, thank you for doing a little bit of the legwork. I encourage that, right? I want the community to be involved and help us grow as well. Like, we can only do so much. But we have an army of 2,200 people, so encourage it. If you want to do it, do it. I'm not saying do it if you not you have to do it. I'm saying if you want to do it. If there's a project that you're passionate about and you want Yakuza to go in with them, I will look at it and I will genuinely review it and possibly make the collaboration effort work, because I have everyone in my pocket right now. Like I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of whitelist spots, and I'm gonna give them out to our holders and give them a lot of effort. And there's people every day coming and reaching out to Yakuza saying they want to do partnerships and collaborations. And just the other day, I think someone offered us like 200 spots, and I don't always take it unless I feel really good about it.
Exactly.
Sometimes I'll just take it just to see, because you never know where a project is going to go, especially when it's like very vague and they don't give all the information. So yeah, we might work with them still. If you do get a project from Yakuza, I will say, please do your own research. We just helped you acquire a whitelist spot. We didn't guarantee you a flip. We didn't guarantee you anything. We literally just helped you acquire a whitelist spot onto another cool project. But there are some projects I'm really, really bullish about. Like, I'm super bullish on Clay Friends. I am super bullish on Ramen. Super bullish on Inferno. Just because I spoke to the founders and they look like they're legit. Like, they have really, really good plans set out for themselves. Oh, I think it's Bayo also. Like, I'm pretty down with them. Like, I think that they're gonna do something cool. So yeah, like, I won't fully endorse something unless like I feel really confident about it. But do your own research. Other than that, it looks like pretty much all the AMA questions for the most part have been answered here. Is there anything else? I did want to let maybe a couple people come up and talk and say what's up. So, guys, DMC, Arhood, Gizmo, you guys want to say anything? Did I hit everything?
Yeah, I think you hit every point that we want to tackle.
Yeah, I think you covered everything.
Maybe if come back to the part when you talked about the project. There are about other projects and collaborations. You need to know, guys, that there are a lot of people trying to reach out to us, are reaching out to us, and trying to get collabs, and we're trying to filter out the like the projects we judge bad, and bring you like the best thing possible, because we don't want to lose your money. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I agree. Same way. Like, look, this is an investment. We're gonna treat this exactly like an investment and make sure that nothing bad happens to the funds, and we want everyone to be happy. And oh, hey, Lena's in the. Hi, Lena. One of one of our team members is here. Cool, that's cool. I just want to say hi, Lena. Anyway, so anyone that wants to join in and request to speak, just talk. If I already addressed a lot of the points, don't bring that up. But if there's something else that I haven't, or you want to say something cool, please request to join in.
Okay, I will give them a call.
Yeah, I called up.
Cool.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Lelouch.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's up?
Hey,
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I just had a question. What are you guys building the game in? Are you guys building it in like a cross-platform? Are you guys building in like Swift, or are you guys building in React, or I guess what was the game plan for the game being built?
Are you talking about the mobile game, or are you talking about the
Yeah, the mobile game. Is it going to be like an Android game and iOS, or is it just going to be like a React, like a?
I understand what you're saying, because you mentioned Swift and everything. Yeah, it's definitely going to be on Android, and it's going to be on the iOS store.
Ooh, sweet.
It's going to be on
Mhm.
both fronts. I don't want to leave anyone out of it, because I know there's people in the world that don't have iPhones. Not everybody in the world has an iPhone. But what do you think about the project so far? You seem like
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked. I generally don't believe in projects as much as I believe in this one, so I'm definitely. I just
Thank you
think
very much.
from head to toe, you guys really covered everything, so I'm super excited.
Thank
That's
you, man.
awesome. Appreciate that, man.
trying to
Yeah,
be
thank you.
transparent as we can, and we're trying to show as much love as we can. We're trying to hook up people as much as we can with the whitelist spots and
Mhm.
integrating different communities. We have people from FMC, PPA, Clay Friends. Like, these are all good friends, and we're like trying to incorporate our communities and grow all together, right? So in the long run, communities build brands and build empires. So that's the plan. But I appreciate
Yeah,
you coming up.
yeah. I know. I really. I think one thing that you guys kind of do that's unique is really. I feel like your role, Yakuza Daddy, because I feel like most servers don't really have a lot of partnerships, or if they do, they're usually giving them away to other servers. But I like how you guys actually like maintain engagement by actually like allowing more whitelist spots for other servers. It really kind of it really just gets everyone super excited to play all the games. And I mean, in other servers, it's kind of like when you're whitelisted, you're done. You don't do anything else. But I really like how this server is just. The hype never ends, man. The hype's never gonna end,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go, man.
Do you enjoy the raids?
Dude, yeah, they're so fun. I love it. It's hilarious seeing the reactions from people on other servers and how they're just like they just can't. They're like, oh my gosh, we're like they really do feel rated, and it's kind of funny that we're like the Yakuza and we're rating people. Just I don't know, that whole vibe just is so hilarious.
I feel like we're Genghis Khan, man, just like coming and pillaging their whole ecosystem. So it's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. I hope you guys do too. All right, hey, Jake,
For sure.
Music. Hey, thank you for coming up and speaking.
Thank you for the question,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. All right, Jay plays music. Eve, I want to hear some music.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Again.
I'm not going to do any music now, but I mean, I feel like I have 1,000 things that I could say. I just first want to say thanks. I mean, as far as the transparency goes and everything you guys have been doing, it's a beautiful idea. You've been clear all the way through, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
We love our people that love us, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, we love everyone. We love everyone in general, but we appreciate the people that see that. We work 20 hours a day, guys. We don't take anything for ourselves. Like, this is totally a passion project, and we want everyone that's part of our DAO and our community to succeed with us. This is we're not taking away, we're giving away, right? And I hope a lot of people see that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to maybe talk about really quickly. I don't want to, absorb the time, but so for me, where I am in my life with NFTs and stuff, I'm still relatively new. I'm like a couple of months in, and it's been one hell of a ride. But already I see something, right? I see like the choice that we have is a community member, right? So I'm a member of this community now. So how I choose to act in that community, and I think that a lot of the great people that have made huge success started just like me, and a lot of the people that are in this room right now, right? They didn't just jump into the NFT space and you know, mint something amazing. But they had to carry themselves a certain way, right? They had to kind of like be a good, they had to add value to the community. And I think we should all strive to do that as community members, and not necessarily breathe down your necks as you're making decisions for us. Once you buy in, you should say, you know, I've made my educated decision. I'm going to give these guys a little bit of faith and give them some breathing room.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And there's one thing that you mentioned, I believe, in the legend chat that I wanted to bring up to everyone. He said something along the lines of, we're all in this boat together, and you know, we're all rowing, right? We want to have a clear vision of our future, of our goals, and with that in mind, we can all row in coordinates with each other, you know, and go in the same direction so we can all hit our goals much quicker versus everyone rowing in a different direction and the boat will just keep spinning in a circle, right? Versus all paddling in the same direction and heading directly to a goal. So I want everyone to get on board to know that, hey, like Yakuza Daddy, Arhood, DMC, Gizmo, Usopp, everyone, and all the legendary holders, the captains, and everyone in the Yakuza gang, everyone get behind us, and we're gonna push this thing forward, man. Like we're gonna hit this finish line, and we're gonna hit it fast, and we're gonna hit it clear and decisively, and we're gonna hit these goals. Like believe in us, and we will work 20 times harder. We're already working really hard, but we're going to push out as much effort as we can into making this a successful project for the long term. You will be surprised at your floor price in a year. I promise you that. Right? Rome wasn't built in a day, and Yakuza wasn't either, right? So, but we're building pretty damn fast. The foundation is here, and we're going to build on it. Okay, guys? So have faith. Thank you, by the way, Jay. I appreciate you for coming up and talking. If there's anything else you want to say, please.
No, I think that's really it. Maybe one other comment for the future. I see a lot of people that play these games in other servers where like they'll put a link in their bio, and everybody will join in sitting in that server, and they'll play a game, and it'll be ranked. That would be a great way to kind of advertise Yakuza if you had a little mini game that people can play in other servers. I mean, at some point, you know, just something to think about.
That sounds pretty cool. I want you to talk to me in private about it, and maybe we'll do that.
Sure.
I actually like that. Always coming up with good ideas, man.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, definitely. This is another thing. Like community members, if you have good ideas, I don't shun you. You know, I listen to everything. Like I have a direct line of contact with me, a project founder, and I listen and I actually bother to make those changes. Has there been any changes that I haven't done yet that I should have? You know, I pretty much do what my community tells me because I want to make sure that my community is happy with me and everyone here. So if you have good ideas, bring it up to us. We'll probably implement them. Okay? Other than that, man, thank you, bro. I appreciate you for coming up and talking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else that wants to hop in here? Get it. All right.
J-Town.
J-Town, what's good?
Oh, he left. I think he got Sinbad now.
Okay.
Yo, gang. What's up, man? How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Where are you from? How's your day?
I'm from London.
Oh wow, nice.
Pleasure.
Yeah, but I'm doing good. So the question I had was, so with the staking, how are you gonna sustain the price of tempura, and how long can you do it for? Because I know some projects, like Genesis Creeps, I think they could. I don't know. Like Genesis Creeps was one of them that it shot up and went straight back down. There was another project that they're only staking for a year. So what are we doing that's going to be a bit different?
Let me let me just say this. Let me just say this. We are talking with economists. We are literally making sure that this thing is going to be sustainable. I don't want to necessarily say everything that's going to happen without it being completely used in a case study. I don't want that situation to happen where it's just going to shoot up and then tank. That's not my plan. That's not what anyone here wants. We want it to be sustainable. I don't want this to turn into Axis Infinity. It's probably one of the many reasons you have to understand why you don't have tempura at this moment, but it will be incorporated. There is a big picture that needs to be painted, right? Like so far, we've only painted, I would say, 25 to 30% of that picture. But all in all, when staking comes into to play, I'm gonna make sure that it's a stable version of a staking system, right? It's not gonna be something that's just gonna pump and dump. No, completely out of the picture. If people are waiting for that, you're not gonna get a pump and dump out of us, not whatsoever. DMC, what did you want to add? Yeah, yeah, but he's correct. We're building a real economy inside of a universe that we're creating. So like, we mentioned before, the game loop has to be fun. It's something that you're gonna have to participate daily. This is not gonna be yield farming. You're not gonna just become like on DeFi Kingdoms, just hey, I'm gonna go today and collect and then cash out my money and if there's penalties just for blah 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 and rewards for just blah blah blah. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be incorporated and you're gonna have interactions within the game and you're going to have to play the game. Staking will go into effect soon once everything else has been, finished, planned out, and mapped out. I don't want to take nothing away from our token, but I definitely will, like I said, finalize it once I get all of the case studies done and the uses complete and make sure that, hey, this thing is going to be stable. That's my main goal. That's the future. Tempura is our future. Yakuza is the start. Tempura is the future. Is the way that I always think about it.
Yeah, that's a dope answer, man. That's what I was like wanting to hear from you guys. As DMC said, he's right. A lot of these projects, they have like an entry in, but they don't have a good exit plan. They only have like two exits. They have like one utility, and the other one is to dump into fiat. You know?
Yeah,
Right.
that's a horrible plan. That's a horrible plan, right? Like,
Right.
go ahead, DMC.
No, of course not. But that's what other projects are doing. So you know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Us.
yeah. Everyone here is fairly successful in real life, fairly wealthy in their own sense. According to like where they live and everything. Like, no one really needs the money. If I can be completely honest with you, I am pretty happy and successful and pretty wealthy in my own real life, and so is everyone else here. So this is more passion project, and we want to deliver. And in the long run, we want to be known for what we built, not for how we died. Right? Like that's one of the important things. I want to be remembered for how I lived, not for how I died. So same thing with this project. I want to be remembered for what I built, not how this project ended. So I don't want this project to end ever in a bad way. I want everyone to be happy, and I don't want this project to ever end. Like, I want this to build into a beautiful thing, and then in the future, see additions and build ons. Who knows what the future could bring, right? Like so many metaverses being built in, and between me and you guys, like there's other people that are building their own metaverses that actually want to incorporate Yakuza into their metaverses. So that's something awesome that you guys have to look forward to. You will see little flags of Yakuza inside of other metaverses as well, very, very soon when they get their metaverses enabled. So something a little tidbit. I don't think I should have said it, but whatever. It's a little teaser. Other than that, man, thank you for coming up and speaking.
Thank you for having me, man. I'll
Thank
step
you.
down. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Sinbad. All right, cool. We had I think one more request, but it was Lena. I think she said
Yeah,
all
you
right,
can do.
cool. Look, Lena
Oh,
wants to talk. All right, Lena
oh, now
requesting
she's
it.
gone.
Please go on. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Got Linus in the room.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up? How you doing?
Hello. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Very good.
Another
Thanks for
beautiful
having me. I'm
female
super
in the
nervous.
building. It's okay. You're allowed to be nervous. All right, so I just want to give a quick background. Lena is one of the amazing people that joined our team along the way, and she's an amazing person. I personally love her to death. She helped with our team planning every way that we could, and from making sure that we hit goals, we stayed on top of our plans, and we followed through. So a lot of the things that we did accomplish, you guys have her to thank. So whenever you get a chance, definitely thank Linus.Ju inside of the chat.
Oh, I'm a big supporter of this project. I didn't just sign on because I'm friends with Yakuza Daddy. I think when he was telling me about his project, like I was really bought in to this whole idea. I have no background in NFTs or crypto. Like my background is just art history and retail. Sorry, someone's banging on the neighbors banging here, but yeah. So like I was really excited about this project, and I wanted to join in on this AMA because like just like everyone else, it's exciting to see where this project will go, and there is a big vision for everyone, not just for the founders and the creators, but like for everybody. And that's why I'm still here. Like I don't play a huge part on this team, but I love being a supporting role and just being excited for the future, just like everyone else.
She's also an amazing project manager, by the way, inside this Yakuza verse and outside of the real world. So that's just a little tidbit. Thank you, Lena. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for always supporting us. She's an amazing person, guys. You guys should say hello if you ever catch her in the chat. Super cool. Another person with real world, experience and success. Like all these people inside of here, like they do their own thing in the real world, like everything from like DMC being an engineer, Armand being an actor. Like there's so many different people from different crosses and walks of life where you could also network here, right, guys? Like, hey, if you want to get into acting, you should talk to our hood and figure out how to become an actor. Or you want to become an engineer, you should talk to DMC and figure out like, how do I follow through in becoming an engineer? If you want to be a developer, you should talk to Gizmo and figure out how to grow as a developer. If you want to open up your own business or run your own project or network, you should talk to me. So yeah, this place is not only just an amazing NFT project with an amazing goal, but also you have a chance to network here as well. Get to know people, right? Like people, pretty much everyone in the community seems pretty cool except for a couple people, but other than that, oh, we got one more requester coming up to speak. What's up, Bing.eth?
Hey, how's it
Hello.
going?
How are you?
Yes,
Hey, NT citizen, how you doing?
good. I love what you guys are doing.
Oh,
And
thank
rising.
you.
Sorry, my mouth is a bit numb. I just came back from the dentist, so if I slur my words, don't
Oh, it's
laugh.
all good. No worries.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. Talk to me.
Uh,
I've been hearing good things about you.
hopefully some good things. Yeah, I'm a crypto lawyer, pretty young crypto lawyer. Do a lot of startups and whatnot, and VC funding. So pretty familiar with this space.
Guys, you hear that? We got a crypto lawyer in the building. Let's freaking
But
go.
I really love what you guys are doing. I love the vision, the community here. It's really good to see a project actually build inside and outside of Neo Tokyo and really kind of bring use case. So I love the vision. I was just really curious.
Honestly, you just saying that made me so happy because, like, we personally know that NT is based around the idea of builders building, right? So, as members of that community, we are one of the people that are building outside and want to bring a lot of value to us here and there, right? Because that's what the original vision is, right? So builders to build. You should never break someone down when they're building something, right? So we're building something amazing, and I'm glad that you're here and you can say hello and you acknowledging us. So thank you for that.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, I was shilling you guys in the Discord because I was like, quite a few people are pretty unhappy about Bytes, but I was just like, why are you guys crying about it? Go buy like a Yakuza NFT.
That one.
They go buy some more citizens. They'll pump the price of Bytes up even more. Stop crying. Go buy. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. If there's anything I can do to support you guys, and support this project, let me know. I'm very happy to help in any way.
For sure, appreciate that.
Bet some of the people will tell you to go sweep the floor, but that's not what I would want. But yeah, let's have a conversation outside of here. I would love to speak with you. Thank you for your support, man. And it's always good to have a crypto layer, right?
All right, catch up soon.
All right. Thank you very much for coming up to speak. I appreciate you guys. I think that rounds about it, guys. We went 6 minutes over. We have this conversation recorded, correct? We have this AMA recorded, so we'll probably share a link to that and offer it up to everyone. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. POAP is coming soon for the original AMA. Don't worry. I promise you, you're gonna get it. Yakuza is gonna be strong. And after this, we're gonna go into a raid, guys. If you guys are ready to raid, let's freaking go. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go. All right. Yakuza out. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for attending.
The game is on the roof?
All right. Well, let's wait for these other guys to join in.
That's it. Yeah. Yep. So this is